Hello guys, welcome back. Today is Sunday. At least that's the day that this video will be uploaded anyway. I'm going to try and do a video a day in advance just so that I've always got that room in case I ever need to take a day off for whatever reasons, which could end up coming up due to personal reasons of some bad news, unfortunately. So I did record this video on Saturday, but it will be uploaded for Sunday, and Sunday I'll record one for Monday, etc, etc. In this video, all I'm going to go through is, well, just different ways of farming, I suppose, as well as any tricks I can think of that I've not already shown you. In the last video, obviously, we went through breeding. The egg that we got is now half done. To be honest, the Pteradon eggs seem to incubate quite quickly. I hatched that egg, well, not hatched, sorry, I created that egg in the last video about half an hour ago. It's done about half in about half an hour, and that's for a high level Pteradon. As mentioned, I was going to go and collect a load of meat, and that's exactly what I did. Since the last video as well, I've looked up into feeding of the babies when they hatch, and basically different food has different food values, just as it would with taming. So what I've realised is cooked meat is probably the worst for progress. So when the baby does hatch, what I'm going to do is I am going to use that to feed it with to start off with, but then I'm going to go out on the T-Rex once I've fed it enough to get this collect raw meat and prime meat, because that'll speed the process up, and then that way I won't have to be waiting as long for it to turn into a juvenile, at which point I can then put the food into a feeding trough and it will feed itself rather than me having to hand feed it. But I will go through that when it does hatch. We're collecting quite a bit of eggs up, which I'm happy about. But I have thought of something. I am going to go and need to do some farming of oil, because I've only got 8 left there. And I am going to need to do some farming of spark powder, because I've only got 200 left, and believe me, that's not much. And in here I've got, I think it's just under 100 gasoline, well, 100 of gasoline I've got on the dot, which is enough for 4 days worth of power. But it makes me paranoid that I've only got that much, because obviously sometimes things can happen and you can go away for a week. So basically on this game I like to have like a week's worth of resources just in case, because anything over a week, basically, well, you start losing stuff anyway, because wooden floors only last for 7 days of inactivity. Right, so that's all gone. I've got 4 pestles, just in case you're wondering, because what it means is if I need narcotics quickly, I can craft them quicker, because it's 4 every 30 seconds instead of 1 every 30 seconds, obviously. I just distribute the resources evenly over the 4 mortars and pestles. So anyway, on to what I was saying. I'm basically just going to go out on the Z-Mammoth and take down a few trees, as well as just talking to you, really. So that's all this is about, just to talk, just to show that when we go back to the egg, it will have hatched, I'm hoping. Well, I'm not hoping it'll have hatched, it'll be very close to hatching, but not quite there. And then I will take it out, put it in the fridge, and then we'll hatch it tomorrow. That's the plan anyway. For some reason my mammoth collects berries quicker than the freaking Bronto does, but I think that's just because its stats are leveled up to the point where it does collect stuff rather quickly. Anyone that does feel like putting a bit of contribution in, I am looking for ideas for builds, because with the amount of wood that I'm building up, I'm going to need to use it for something. So do feel free to give me your ideas on what you think I need to build, what you'd like to see built, whether it's a dino garage, another breeding centre, a marine. That's basically, well, a marine, what I'm calling a marine is like basically a building on water where I can store the water dinosaurs like my Megalodon and my Ichthyosaurus. I am going to need to start doing berry farming more often as well, because I keep leaving my dinosaurs without food, and I'm probably getting quite close to risking the death of them, which obviously isn't very fair. And I wouldn't be very happy if they did die. But yeah, the next few videos, you know, it's just going to be mainly me talking you through my experiences of the Ark, rather than new stuff. There will be new stuff coming out, obviously, but I feel that the content is slowing down. You're getting new content like once every week now, so I'm obviously going to have to just talk to you guys. Don't know if that makes you happy or sad, but obviously you can feel free to comment. I won't take it badly, promise. One thing I have learned is that stamina is quite important on most dinosaurs. My Rex only had like 300 when he started, and that went very quickly. So I was getting into fights and he was getting exhausted quite quickly. So I do recommend always boosting stamina, other than if you're going to be using it just to breed and farm eggs, in which case boost health. Just boost that health, boost it, boost it, boost it, and then that way if you do get attacked, it's not going to die, and by the time it gets anywhere near low health, the other dinosaurs would have killed it. That's the way I work anyway. I have obviously all my breeding dinosaurs on passive, so they don't move, so they never go out of range of each of the male. And then I have my attack dinosaurs like my sperm male raptors, my mammoth, even my Doedicarus and Patchy. I've not got them on passive, but I have got them anchored using the anchor technique I spoke to you guys about. I've got them anchored to Rebecca the Parasaur so that they can go out and attack and then come straight back. I would love to show it you in action, but obviously my base doesn't get attacked very often. If it did, it'd be safe, I can guarantee you that much. The only thing that I'm worried about is if a Dodo Rex or an Alpha attacks me, because I don't know if my dinosaurs have got enough firepower to defend against something like that. Alright. Mammoth is getting quite heavy. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 860 wood. And I'd be able to collect more if it weren't for the berries. There is a technique to avoid collecting berries on the mammoth, and the way to do it is to get a quetz, pick up your mammoth and literally fly just in the tree level. So let me just see. So where you see all the leaves, just fly there and get someone on the mammoth to spam the click button, and all it'll do is harvest wood, literally nothing else. So if you're in a tribe, that is something you can do as a two. Work together and destroy those trees. Obviously I don't recommend destroying trees in real life, because you will upset quite a few people. But like I said, you might need berries, so if not, then you don't need to do that. Right, I'm can obviously take the thatch. Right, let's get rid of these berries first. Let's deposit them in the feeding troughs. They have done an update recently and all where you can now press T and O in inventories to either collect all or drop. T is to collect the entire stack, and O will drop it. I'm not overweight yet, am I? Jesus, I can hold a lot of berries. There's that, there's that, there's that. Just make sure I've got them all. I have now. So jump off here. At the moment all I'm boosting on my character is weight because I don't feel like I need anything else. Ooh, look, we got an egg. Have we got any scorpion eggs? No. I wish they'd drop them more often, the little buggers. Oh, it's a good thing that we did collect some berries because it seems like this one's run out pretty quick, which is strange. Stick all them in there actually. Not too worried about the other one just yet. Should probably train some more trikes at one point, but you need can or kibble for that. And I'm not going to waste my time doing it with berries, that's for sure. That stuff is now not irrelevant. What's the word I'm looking for? I honestly don't know, guys, so just ignore me. I could probably get rid of all the stimberries in that fridge if I need to, because I'm not going to really use them. But I'm just keeping them just in case, because when you go cave diving you do need not narcotics, sorry, what are they called? Stimulants or stimberries to counteract the torpor of the snakes, the scorpions, the spiders. Because if you don't, your dinosaur just goes to sleep on you, and then you go to sleep because they attack you. Which is obviously not very good. Right. The narcotics. That's enough for 20, 40, 50. So I need 50 pieces of spoiled meat. Probably like what you're talking about, or what I'm talking about. So I'm going to make some narcotics. And I'm just going to stick them, and them in there. And then craft 56. That will get me about 100 odd XP, because you get 2 XP per narcotic crafted. Which obviously is a nice bonus. Mainly the reason why I'm doing it, because then I'm stacking my narcotics up for when I need to tame, and I'm also getting XP for it. This is a good thing about when you're farming materials. You'll find that you find more eggs doing that than you would taming dinosaurs and stuff. So what I've been doing recently is just going around with a mammoth, destroying all the trees over there. When I've done that, I've been going out on my Doedicarus or my Ankylo and collecting stone and flint. Oh shit, let's check the egg. The egg is doing good, it's doing good, we're nearly there. I'm excited to see the stats of this baby dinosaur, to be honest. And I'm going to call it Pteri. Pteri? Or Petite? No, I don't know. I get a lot of my ideas off Slipgator. He's quite funny. But I don't want to copy him too much, because that'd be unfair on his behalf. Come on, pick up the egg. Pick up the egg. Look, that's an example of the anchor technique I was on about. So Teether's gone out and killed something. I think it was a spider earlier actually, and he's run straight back to Rebecca, which is over there, but he can't get through the wall because he's retarded and don't know how to work his way around it. Now what was I doing? That's what I was doing. I was going to the mammoth my moose. I got distracted by eggs. Eggs, 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 eggs. Pick up. The egg farm's coming on quite well, I think, you know, considering that first I started off with dodos. We've come all the way to Pteradon eggs, Sarco eggs, Rex eggs, Bronto eggs, you name it, I've got it. Bang. I don't think I'll be able to fit another one. Ooh, I can. Only just. Let me in. There we go. I think I've just thought something as well. Don't know if it'd be worth writing this down. I think, but then again, didn't think about that. I was going to say I was going to make a new hatchery using a dinosaur gate rather than a behemoth gate. I mean, rather than just a standard door, but that would mean recrafting more Urcon units, and believe me, that took me quite a while, because you're talking over 300-400 metal, 300 pearls, obsidian, chitin, stone, basically all the hard stuff. You've got to collect it. I've over half filled that now, so there's 18 slots nearly filled with 100. That's like just short of 1800 wood. And I've got some more as well to collect actually. That's not too bad. I have learned the engram for the vaults as well, because I didn't know this, but basically they can hold, I think it's 120 stacks, which obviously will save a lot of room or hold a lot of wood, but that's basically my idea to replace the storage, but it means also building a new place for it. So I'm not too sure where I'm going to do it yet. I'm thinking of making the marina idea, building out over the water, and probably putting it somewhere on there. As you can see, I've already like started it, just not done much with it. That's what them foundations are there for, because then I'll build ramps along this side and then start building ceilings and pillars out to sea, leaving like two single layers empty where I can put the Megalodon to jump onto and the Ichthyosaurus as well. So I've got plenty of ideas, I just need to action them and get them going. I'll probably do some montages, something like that, when I'm building them and upload them that way. But obviously there's a lot of to-ing and fro-ing, collecting materials and stuff, that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. Let's just drink some water. But guys, tea's going to be here soon, so I'm going to leave that here, and well, I don't know what to title this video, so I'll think of something, I'll title it, but you know, if anyone watches it and they feels like they can throw some suggestions in because they're not happy with it, just let me know. I will catch you in the next, guys. Should be tomorrow. Speak soon. Bye bye.